G'day everyone, welcome back. We finished this paddock last night. Pulled up about 9:30. Our moisture was, I think from memory, about 13.1, something like that, so it was still quite dry. It's cold this morning, it's sunny, it's meant to be a hot day, but we have had a dew, so I don't know how early we're gonna get going today. You can see the moisture on the window, so yeah, not ideal. That, however, is ideal. Just cannot get over how good it is to have an electric starter on the fire truck. Beats an air starter any day of the week. Today Dad's in town. He has got a commitment in town, so I will be on the header today. So you'll get a day in the header. We had 3 trucks yesterday. Buff did 3 loads. Jeff did 1 load, and then Luke, a subby for Brian, did 1 load as well. And I believe this morning I have got Buff here and Luke here. I don't know if I got the grain to keep them here though. The 100 tonne is full, the 860 is pretty much full, and there's 2 PSs that are full, and then I've got the chasers that are full. So there should be 2 loads for them each, but I just don't. It'll be touch and go. Plus I reckon that we're gonna be quite a while before we get dry grain with how wet it is. Yeah, like look at the top of this. That's just dripping. So I'm not too sure what I do there. If I send Luke to town maybe and just get Buff to come back and do another load, or we're gonna have to work it out soon because they're about to rock up. This morning I actually woke up to a disappointing email. And it regards the Tom's Brook beer. We, I searched for some breweries, sent out some feelers, and we had one that was well on board. They were, very excited, and we were very excited. Went through all that, and then I woke up to an email this morning after they hadn't communicated for a while, because we're obviously harvesting the barley now, and just wanted to have a chat with them about it. And they said no, they're pulling out. But basically they're pulling out. I obviously didn't look at any more breweries after I, they had said that, yep, they're 100% on board to do this. So I guess I'll put in a call out. If you know any local breweries in Perth or anything like that that can brew some beer, then let me know. Because, I mean, we do have our local brewery down here, but they use enzymes, and I'm not a fan of enzyme beer. I want it malted, and then malt beer. Just it's a much better beer. It lasts better. It travels better. Yeah. Anyway, and well, that was the other thing. The brewery that I was in talks with, we could only do kegs. It was going to go out to all the pubs and stuff around in WA, so it wasn't going to work, with a carton and be able to send it to people or anything like that. That was going to be the following year. But yeah, anyway, it was disappointing news. Like, I was really looking forward to it, and to wake up to that after someone had, like, the brewery had committed to it. It was, yeah. But anyway, we'll get on with it. I don't know, I mean, what I really did want to talk about was, the German staining on the beer, because our German staining in this paddock is too high for malt. We're getting anywhere, like, you need below 30, we're getting anywhere from 60 to 100, and wanted to talk to them about what that meant. Does that mean that the beer tastes funny, or does the beer get a weird color, or so? Yeah, anyway, I should have some trucks here soon and I'll forget all about it.
Ready when you are.
Henry's in there blowing the machines out. This is why we also blow the radiators out on the tractors. They get absolutely covered when they're pulling in from the change the channel on my two-way. When they pull into the headers, they just the terminators are just pointing straight towards them, and it just blocks them up like you wouldn't believe. We've moved the bagger up to where we're going to be up here. It's warming up and we've got a strong northerly wind, which is good. It's going to increase the drying capabilities of the crop. Everything's serviced, ready to roll. We're just moving the fire truck up, some utes up, then we're going to grab Henry's header, come up and then do a sample. I'll shoot that up and see where we're at. Hopefully we're good to roll, because we've got Boof coming back very shortly and we've only got one load for him. I'd love to get another load or two for him, then for it to dry enough, and then this up here is going to be our seed. So we will yeah, we need that to be probably around 12.5% before I start bagging that, because you don't want to have too high moisture for your seed. And Henry actually just informed me, now we're, I don't know, 7-8 videos into harvest now, but the very first video of harvest is cut short, and I know exactly what happened with my editing, and I apologise for that. Yeah, Rog? Moisture is 14.7. I knew it was going to be high-ish, but yeah, I was just hoping for it to be that bit lower, just so we could get going. Anyway, gonna load Boof, he's not too far away. The boys are gonna do another sample. It's 8:45 at the moment, so I'm gonna get them to do a sample at 9. And then, I mean, it's gotta be dropping fairly quickly. In that time, we won't have dropped enough to get harvesting, but we will have dropped something, and then we'll know, and then, yeah, I can plan for it. I can see Boof is rolling in right now, so we'll get him loaded, and then we will address the issue after that. Right, well, Boof is off, and we did a sample whilst we were loading, and we were 14.4, so we have come down 0.3 in, it was about half an hour. So Henry is just about to do another one. While we were loading, the boys sealed up that bag, and yeah, now I can see Henry's about to start, do another one, which would be good. And then we'll see, because Boof is, there's no grain here now, so we need this load. We need to know if our moisture is good enough that Boof can come back, or he's got to go to town. Now the only issue with going to town is in, say, an hour, when we can actually start, you know, putting grain into these bins. They're going to fill up very quickly. The other thing is I do have to do seed today out of there, so it probably isn't too bad. Anyway, let's talk Movember. So we are doing Movember again this year, as you guys are more than well aware. All the links are down below. Movember is a fantastic cause. They do such great things for men's health. They do such great things for prostate cancer awareness, funding, treatment and training, and then the exact same for men's mental health as well. So it is a fantastic cause. Now, if you donate $250 to Tom's Brook Farm, Henry or myself, you will get yourself one of these limited edition Tom's Brook Farm hats. I'm going to buy more hats. If I've got 100 already, but I'm going to buy more hats if more people want hats. I just wanted to have a hat so I could show you guys as we were going along. Now, anyone who donates goes in the running to win the West Air compressor that's on the back of my ute, and also a water bottle from Marley Rural Contracting. So guys, any donation is just appreciated. It's a fantastic cause, and yeah, it's obviously close to my heart. Henry is doing $2,000, and he will do a Henry Day on the header, and also one at seeding time. So the quicker you donate, the quicker you'll get a Henry Day on the channel here. And if we hit our massive target of $60,000, which I know that you guys can get there, I will get a tattoo of a moustache somewhere on my body. Now, I'm a guy who doesn't have tattoos, so it's a big deal for me to go and get a tattoo. So yeah, I know we can get there. The first year we raised 15.5 grand. Next year, so last year, we raised 32.5 grand. So this year we're aiming for 60. You can see the trend there. You guys have doubled it every year. So we're seeing if we can get to 60, which would be absolutely amazing. And I know that that money is going to go to just the best of places to helping men's health. So to anyone who can donate, thank you. That moisture was 14.1. So what we did was the boys went and filled up the fuel trailer, and Henry and I just cut the headland along here, and Braden's gone and unloaded that into a separate fill bin. And then we just did another sample, and we have just sent Isaac up to go and do that. So we're just sitting and waiting. So I've got my phone Bluetooth to the bloody radio, so that's good. And I've sent Boof to town. It was just too stressful, not gonna have enough. Even if we could get going now, I'm not gonna have enough grain for him by the time he'd get back. So what we'll do is we'll cut what we can. We'll cut it till we get the bins full. By then, that'll be with 10 o'clock. That'll be about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Moisture should be dry enough. We'll drop a bag and we'll work. So we're going to split this. We're going to start here and go that way, and then we're going to save this part here for seed. Now I only need, depending if I keep this, 60, 70 ton, and because I'll get the same out of Cyclops, so the feed. So yeah, we will save this side for seed because it's the better part of the paddock, and we'll go for that way. And yeah, hopefully we're cracking into it, because at 14.1 it's dropping, the RH is dropping, the heat's increasing, and the wind is still the same. So we should be ready to just go. 13.9, we are off and racing. We are getting to the swing of things, going up and down, up and down. A paddock like this is when it's really handy for having something like land tracks, ag scan, whatever you use. It means that we've got a dog running around the paddock. It means that we can see where everybody is, especially with the distance that these boys are carting. So we're here, and then all the way down here is the bins. So we can see that Isaac's gone all the way up the top, and he's going to wait up there for me. Braden's just being loaded by us, so he's going to shoot down. Just makes it easier. But yeah, anyway, make sure I put that up, take that off me. Let's have a look at what my average is. My average for this paddock is insane. 5.69 tonne to the hectare is an average, which is just, I cannot get over these sort of yields. It's just mind blowing, the what it's yielding. Yeah, I can't say any more on it. It's just mind blowing. So you can see here, that's our yield, instant yield. So we're coming in at 5.4, there 4.9. That's a tons an hour moisture. So yeah, we're cruising. So I figured I might try and get a time lapse somewhere in here. I don't know where to put it. I might stick you up there or over on the window so you can see the chasers coming in. I don't know. We'll do a few time lapses in here, because honestly, I think if I was just to be a constant header driver, these videos would be boring, because there's not much else you do. You just sit here and oh, it's a rock. Oh, it's a rock again. You just sit here and go up and down on the front and look at the ground. And if you're not paying attention like me just then, you got to get out and fix things. But yeah, probably be pretty boring, I reckon. the chasers are getting their workout. We can barely make it up with we get about 3/4, so we're getting full very, very quickly. Boys are keeping up nicely, which is good. But what we're doing here is so I unloaded, then Henry unloaded, then I unloaded, and then Henry unloaded a little bit again, and then now he's going to take the lead because he'll get the whole way up, and then Isaac will come up and I'll unload into Isaac, and yeah, that way we're just avoiding turning in the paddock. If we turn on the headlands, it's a lot better. We are using the Harvest Smart feature, so you set a target of speed, target of engine load, and I think one aggressiveness, and then what you're targeting, so yield loss. So it keeps it between the green bars there, doesn't go above that. And so far so good. We've set our speed at 6.8, and that's giving us nearly that 40 to 50 tonne an hour that we're pulling off, and it's holding us back. We're not charging off, and that's meaning that we're not putting too much, spitting too much out the back, because when you give it power, and if the machine can take it, it'll just spit it out the back, and then it means that the chasers are able to keep up to us as well. So it's good on all fronts. I figured I might as well talk about it on it. So let's talk boom sprays. This paddock here is actually the same paddock in this exact spot when I was spraying at seeding time. Talking about boom sprays and which way we would go forward and everything like that. Oh, I'm in a predicament. We're not ready to buy a new boom spray just yet, but next year will definitely be when we look at signing up for one, to having one for 27. I would probably imagine that's the way I'd go. So then it just I really want, whoop, what's going on there? Harvest Smart, I touched that. So I needed to do some more research on everything. So the AgriFact, there's a new AgriFact coming out. They're not selling our one anymore. It's the AgriFact 3. And all they've changed is the cab, because Class don't make that cab anymore, and that's about it. I think that's a few cosmetics, and that's it. Still want to go and see the Horse in action, but the only problem with going for something like a Horse is there's no support around here, and when you've got a downed boom spray at a critical time like seeding, you need to have that very quick to be able to get parts, very quick for someone to come service it, something like that. So sort of rules the Horse out. After seeing how good the John Deere integrated system is, going from John Deere to John Deere, we've got on here this, we can see the seeder's pass. It's the pink on the screen there, and hang on, there's a rock, mark that one. So where was I? God, lost myself with the rock. Integration, the pink. So you got the pink on there, and that's showing me where he's seated. Now, it's going around these trees that you guys probably can't see that are over there. You can see where he had pulled out wider than the tree because it wasn't marked on there. So you've got the integration there, the ease of use from your receiver all the way through to your screens. The integration of the actual machine is all designed to be one, whereas in the AgriFact you've got an extra screen up just to do your steering, and then your spray, your section control, but then the other one controls the boom. And it's, when I want to move forward, I want to do cameras, so there's another expense there, but having cameras, how does that integrate well with John Deere being in an AgriFact? With it's all this stuff I've got to research and find out. Which brings me to the two John Deere sprayers that you can get at the moment. There's the John Deere 6 something, the 6 series we'll call it, which is a 6,000 litre, 120 foot boom. Now, I could, and I've talked with Henry about this, I could go down in width. I could go down 120 foot, because that's where, our trams haven't moved. We've still got the same trams. It's just the boom spray will go over an extra couple passes than what it currently would with the AgriFact. What I can't it's going to be like going down in tank size is what will get me. So we're currently 8,000 litres, so we use a base rate of 80 litres a hectare. You go down to 6,000 litres, and then you want to use a base rate of 60 litres a hectare, because it makes math really easy for when you're spraying. The next option is a Hagee. Now, if anyone out there's operated a Hagee, used Hagees, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on them. And when I was in this very panic, I said I'd never have a front mounted boom, don't want one, no. But it's a 7,500 litre. It goes out to 40 metres, not quite wide enough when at 48, but you just bring it back to 120. But you are getting that slightly bigger tank, and you've still got the John Deere integration. There's a couple of people, actually maybe there's 2 farmers around here, well not around here, but in the Esperance district they have one, and they love it apparently. I've got to talk to them and see what they reckon. I've never been a fan of the whole stuff going over you, and I'll still stay there. I'm still not a fan of the front mounted boom because it goes all over you. But as an operator, like Henry would just love it. He would love having a front boom. It's just like driving a header. It's just so much easier. So those are things to ponder and to think about, you know, where I go on my next boom spray. Let me know. One thing that I will be purchasing for next year is a new chaser bin. I will be replacing the Grain King next year. So that's the Wildcat. The Wildcat's still good, still operates very well. You can get more grain into field bins with that thing. It's got a longer auger. It's just an all-round better chaser bin than the Grain King. The Grain King we got in 2003, so it has seen some years, has seen a lot of tons. And it's time for it to leave. It's time for it to go on to another pasture and see how it goes in another farm. It's had its time with us. So let us know what chaser bin you guys use and which one you reckon's the best. We would be looking at probably going for a Nyrex. So Nyrex, Grain King. Yeah, that'd be where I'll be looking. A few Coolermans are getting around here. Maybe go that way, I'm not sure, but actually they've just bought an Elmer, so there'll be an Elmer over there to go have a look at and see what that one looks like. Yeah, just curious to see what you guys think. Now I know that you guys are going to ask this. It's a gear keeper from gearkeeper.com. If you want one, go get one. I think it's the worst bloody thing since, I don't know, but I suppose it's handy if you can just quickly grab it and pull it to your mouth, but it is the worst. It's just like this all the time, just flicking you in the head. It never reaches your head, but I'd much rather have this down on my screen here, something like that, or up there, and you can just pull it and get it. I do not like that system. But if you want one, gearkeeper.com. So you can actually see more on camera than what I can see with my own eyes. But it is very dusty. We've got basically a direct tailwind, so it's just blowing it straight in our view, and it's very hard to see. Can't see any rocks at night time. This is going to be a nightmare. Tell you what else is a nightmare is trying to load trucks and organise things when you're in a header. You really need that extra person to be on here, so I can be free on the ground. We've had so since this morning we had the 3 trucks, and then we've had Boof come back, we've had Jeff come and go, and then Boof is now back again, and he'll probably take this one to town. But you know, we're filling a bag, and now we're just trying to fill chasers to then get him down there, so he's not having to move augers. And it's just a nightmare when you're not down there. It's just logistically very hard. But anyway, we will survive, and we will power on. We will get the job done. Cheers. Well, we are smashing hectares. If you look up here, you'll see our progress so far for the day. So we have done, I don't know if I can get our shed. Hang on. Let's, no, we're going through all the pages, my bad. There we go. We've done 113 hectares so far today. Shed yield is 5.5, but that's wrong. I think Henry's is reading high. This one here, the average is 5.4, and that's been slowly dropping. But you might be able to see it's crispy dry, 10.7. We're currently in 5.6, 5.9 ton, 6 ton, 37 ton an hour, 38 ton an hour. That's been varying quite a lot.
Let me go down the track.
We've been getting up to 50 ton an hour. Yeah, it's been varying. So it's been a good day so far. We've had 5 trucks, so five trucks are gone. So I guess that's yeah, no, it's been a good day. We've got our seed done on the ground. I can't remember how big this paddock is. I think we might have 50 hectares to go, 50 or 60 hectares to go. So I don't think we're going to get it tonight for 2 reasons. That'll be way too late, and I believe our storage is going to fill up pretty quick. I think the 100 ton is already full. Once the 100 tonner falls, the other ones fall like flies. So we will do our best. We got so close. That's how much we've got left, which is just under 20 hectares. It'd probably be, it's probably like 15 hectares to go. That's not even an hour's work. It's currently 20 past 8, so we'd easily be able to do it. 2 things have stopped us. The main one, we've just run out of storage. We've filled Isaac as full as you could possibly fill a chaser bin. And Braden's on his way back out now after trying to fill into the fill bins. And the problem with his augers, he just cannot reach like Isaac. So there's still going to be room in the bins down there, but it's not worth sending Isaac down to unload and come back. So we filled him full. Braden got what he could in, which I think he's got half a chaser that he's coming back out with. And Henry and I are going to dump what we can into him so we can get our bins empty, and then that's going to be the night. And then tomorrow we will finish this paddock and we will move into the canola. The canola should be pretty good over in Rhiannon there to go into now. Just like our time, just like our plan. So yeah, that'll be the plan. So with that, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help the channel out when you subscribe and like and share and interact and all that. So if you can do that, that'd be much appreciated. But as always, I'll catch you in the next one.